I'll be honest, this season's gone a lot better than I thought it would do. Hello everyone, welcome back to part 6 of Chelsea. It's Chelsea, clearly, and we are back for some more action today. We are going to be playing Barcelona in the Champions League. 2 away games as well, because we're going to be playing Wolves in the Premier League too. And since last time, it has been, well, I mean, overall very good. A little bit mixed, some interesting results. Obviously last time, if you haven't watched it, yesterday's episode, go and watch it now. It was an absolutely incredible couple of games, well 3 games, but 2 proper games. Incredible wins against Manchester United and Liverpool. Some scintillating football from all involved, and since then things have been more or less the same, but some disappointing results too. We did start off with an excellent performance at Selhurst Park. We beat Crystal Palace by 4 goals to 1. Very dominant display. That's probably the highest XG we've had in a long time. 4 goals, 2 from Timo Werner, who is in absolutely electric form this season. A man on a mission. An own goal from Eze and a late goal from Tomori as well. Very good performance. We then absolutely crushed our near neighbours Fulham 5-0 in the FA Cup 4th round. It was a brilliant performance. Fully rotated side, getting the job done. Pulisic, he's been kind of relegated to second choice, but still doing very well. 2 goals from him. Hard not to pick him. 2 from Mason Mount as well. And another own goal, in this case from Joe Bryan. Great performance. They were down to 10 men for most of the game. And then we played Leeds, and what was another very good performance. Memphis Depay opening the scoring. He is in red hot form since joining the club as well. He then grabbed himself a second as well after some lovely ball from Kante. Excellent pass, not the kind of thing you associate with him, and a good finish from our new signing before things were finished off by, well, the lesser spotted Kai Havertz. His first goal in a Chelsea shirt, despite all that money being spent on him in the summer, finally actually deciding to score. Now this result all the more remarkable because after we beat Liverpool, they proceeded to then lose 5-1 to Leeds. So we beat Liverpool 3-0, we beat Leeds 3-0, really clearly we're the best team in the league. Although apparently not, because we then immediately lost 2-0 to Spurs. Spurs have had a pretty terrible season, much like when we lost to Everton a few matches ago. They sacked Carlo Ancelotti a few days before. They then beat us quite easily, and Spurs sacked Jose Mourinho, and then a couple of days later they beat us quite easily. Disappointing performance. We were just outplayed in every real area, and they fully deserved to win. Could have started a bit of a blip though, but luckily it didn't. We recovered. It was a hard-fought game, but we did beat Burnley by 1-0. It was a lot closer than the stats kind of show. They were very good defensively, as they normally are, but we did eventually break them down just before half-time and then hold on. They were threatening us on the counter, but Timo Werner with the goal again. And then our most recent Premier League game was another very solid performance against Leicester, the only licensed Premier League side, of course, this year. Beautiful finish from Timo Werner, a bit of ice skating from him there afterwards. And then this, what about this pass from Kovacic? Absolutely, I'm sure he intended that. I don't know whether he did or not, but the finish from Depay was pretty good as well. Some lovely build-up play, some lovely movements. Some of the goals we've scored this season have been absolutely fantastic. It really is nice to see. But our most recent game though, unfortunately, as you can see there, we have been knocked out of the FA Cup. Very disappointing. Brilliant performance, really. I have kind of been a bit negative in the press conference, but actually very good performance. 18 shots, 8 on target, massively better XG. They have won the game in the final minute of extra time without having a shot on target, because it was an own goal from Reece James, which it's fair to say was a bit unfortunate. We'll go to the behind goal line view so you can see free kick comes in from Oliver Norwood, and then Reece James just kicks it against Max Lowe, who knows nothing about it, and we are out of the FA Cup. Both cups this season domestically, we have been knocked out in the final minute of the game, which, you know, that's a nice record, isn't it? So obviously disappointing. That was a very winnable competition. In fact, if we have a look, a lot of the sides, I mean, Liverpool is still there, but most of the other teams big teams have already been knocked out. So that was very winnable, and I'm very annoyed. United's still there as well. But the Premier League is a lot closer than I thought it would be. 23 games are gone, and we find ourselves in second place, just 3 points behind Liverpool, who looked like they were running away with it. But the defeat they suffered to us and then Leeds straight afterwards has knocked them back a little bit. I mean, they've won the last 4 games, so it's not that bad, but still. And just to say as well, in terms of transfers, we did not complete any other deals, but Marcos Alonso's move to Arsenal is being made permanent for potentially 27 million, which I think is pretty good. And the board are unhappy that we've been knocked out of both cups because we haven't challenged in the competitions, which, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. It was a bit unlucky though. We are still very secure and have a B rating, so I don't think they're going to sack us anytime soon, but a bit unfortunate. So we need to get back to winning ways straight away against Wolves. Obviously, I've rested pretty much everybody against Sheffield United, and that kind of backfired, but at least everyone is more or less fit for this one. Actually, looking at the average ratings, which I haven't really clicked on so far this season, everyone is doing really well. Everyone is over a 7, apart from Jorginho, who we did actually reject a late bid for in the transfer window from Real Madrid. Again, similar reasons as Azpilicueta, just sort of not now, come back in the summer kind of thing. So that's definitely a position I want to improve. That was the position that was normally the highest rated in last year's game. This year, not so much, or at least Jorginho isn't. The other one is Havertz, which doesn't surprise me because he scored 1 goal all season. He's got a few assists. He's got 2 assists in the league, which is not really great considering that they paid £73 million for him. Obviously, I didn't. That's reality for you. But yeah, need to see more from him. Need to see a lot more. But the rest of the team doing very well, very well. So Mendy's going to be a goal for this one, of course. Chilwell, Tomori, Silva, and James is the defence. The rest of the midfield, well, we've already talked about most of the midfield. Kante's there as well, and then Ziyech on the right, Depay on the left, and Timo Werner up front, who at this point has scored 16 goals in the Premier League and 18 goals overall. Hasn't really played much in the cup competitions other than a few Champions League games, but he's doing very well for himself this season. So Wolves obviously very dangerous. They are the best of the rest at the moment in the league. I mean, in fact, yeah, they're doing better than Tottenham. They're in 6th, so this is not going to be easy at Molineux. Never going to be easy. But hopefully everyone's nice and refreshed after not playing in the cup. That should be enough to see us get the result. Well, they're supposed to be refreshed. They haven't done anything, absolutely nothing in that first half. Right, nearly 60 minutes in, finally something is happening. Corner in from Depay, which is cleared away. Jorginho scampers away to get it and plays in to Thiago Silva. We're working it down the right hand side. Depay's then gone backwards for very little reason, but Ziyech has found a little bit of room, flings the ball across to Havertz. It's been knocked down, and Depay, who has been all over the place there, is on hand to put the ball in the goal. Quite a nice move in the end. Wolves obviously, they've got their 3 at the back, which is kind of shuffled into a back 5 at the moment, but well, Werner and Depay both went for that at exactly the same time. Apparently it was the Dutchman that got the final touch, and we've got the lead. No highlights for 60 minutes, and then 2 pretty much at once. Can we add a second? Ziyech cuts in field. Amazing run for the Moroccan. He's still going. Finds Depay, his wing partner, who plays the ball in, and it's Kai Havertz, of all people, his second of the season. I nearly said of the game. Don't get too carried away. Second of the season. It's February. He is an attacking player who cost over £70 million, and he's just scored his second goal basically by just running into the ball. I'm being too harsh on him. I mean, he has actually scored. You know, we're 2-0 up. That's obviously a good thing. Going to make some changes with Barcelona in mind as I do that. Wolves coming forwards though. Is this a real highlight? It keeps doing that. Whenever you click on this, you see what happens behind live, and it's disconcerting. We're going to take Werner off because don't want him getting injured. Ziyech as well. Similarly, they've both played a lot of football recently. Don't want them picking up any sort of silly injury. I mean, Ziyech again, he's away, all the way across the pitch, just diagonal running. Depay is in to make it 3, not this time. Right, final few minutes. We brought Kovacic on for Jorginho, moved Kante back into a defensive midfield duty, and I clearly just shut the game down completely. After nothing happened for pretty much 60 minutes, 2 quick goals from us, and the job is done. That's what we like to see. Chelsea 2, Wolves 0, nobody got injured, 3 more points on the board, and we're off to Spain in a couple of days' time. Right, so Barcelona, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, really. How are they going to be sort of represented in this year's game? I think Obviously, it was quite funny watching them just completely implode against Bayern Munich last season, and all the off-field problems with Bartomeu and Messi and all that sort of shenanigans was quite amusing, unless you were a Barcelona fan. And it looks like they have, under Ronald Koeman so far this season, not done particularly well. In 4th place, which would be pretty poor by Barcelona standards. If you watched my series last year, we did end up successfully guiding Barcelona to a 4th place finish in La Liga, and got sacked as a result. So for his sake, you'd hope he can do slightly better behind Atletico, Real Madrid, and surprisingly Bilbao, who find themselves in 2nd place. So clearly they've not had the best season so far. Can we get a result against them? You'd be disappointed if we didn't. Away from home in the first leg, basically, if we can get an away goal, that is good. Any away goal is good. Even if we do end up losing this match, getting an away goal is good. No changes to the team. Everyone is playing well. Even Havertz now, because at least he actually scored a goal. There's obviously still plenty of names in there of quality, but they are aging. PK, of course. They are playing Longley and Umtiti, which is interesting. Pjanic as well. De Jong. I mean, it's a pretty good team. Obviously, Messi is still there. Griezmann, Dembele. It's a pretty good team. It's not going to be easy. In fact, Jody Morris is literally saying we're the underdogs. I'm not sure I agree with that. We'll go with this. I'm not going to say we're the underdogs when we're facing the 4th place team in La Liga and we're currently 2nd in the Premier League. Alright, so here we go. Obviously, it's Lionel Messi's on the pitch, so that's always going to cause you issues. But we're attacking from the off, although an unlucky bounce from Kante sees it go all the way down to Thiago Silva. He's got to pay attention here. He does, and Tomori and he can hopefully work the ball forwards. He's punted it aimlessly again, straight to PK. I'm not sure why we just decide to do that on occasion. Here is Messi on the ball. He's fed to Griezmann. It's been blocked. Pedri's in, and they've scored. I think he's offside because it's not doing the proper grade. Yeah, they're thinking that it's offside. It was a lovely move, classic Barcelona, but no, it's not offside. They've given the goal. Right, brilliant. That's really good. I thought it was going to do it was doing the thing. It looked tight, but apparently they've checked it and it counts. Griezmann squeezes it through. Pedri scores, and we're going to see the lines, are we? Apparently that's onside. Okay. Well, not the best start really. All right, Depay's apparently got a thigh strain, which he can play through, but that's not a good idea. So we better take him off. Pulisic, not a bad replacement to bring on, but it's not been the best opening 10 minutes, has it? We've got a corner. It's bounced down to Pulisic. He's on. Ziyech flicks it into Havertz, and we got a goal back immediately. Kai Havertz, after me slagging him off at the start of the episode, 1 goal all season, he's got 2 in 2. Finally starting to justify his price tag. That's what we like to see. Corner swung in from Ziyech. We get a little bit lucky with the bounce. Good work from Pulisic though. And then the second attempt from Ziyech, nodded in by the German Kai Havertz, brings us back to level terms. And as I said, even if we lose this match, getting that away goal could prove incredibly vital. Barca looking to build from the back. Pjanic, lovely ball out to Dembele. And can we get some sort of defensive challenge in? He's still going. 3 people crowding him out. Mendy able to claim it. Well, looking at the stats, it's fair to say Barca are dominating. Our XG is 0.05, despite the fact that we've scored. That was the only chance we've had in the entire first half so far. But defensively, we're doing pretty well. And at the end of the day, as we found out to our cost against Sheffield United, it doesn't matter. Right, we've got another free kick, another set piece. Could be another chance for us. Werner tries to get there. Doesn't quite manage to. But Havertz is able to sweep up the loose ball. And this is why we've got 3 players back there ready in case there's a counter-attack. That's what I like to see. Ziyech is in space and he's been scythed down. They're going to VAR. I don't think this is going to be given because it looked like he got a lot of the ball. So I don't think they're going to give this as a penalty. I'd like it if they did, but I don't think they will. What is the decision going to be? He's going to do the hand gesture. What's he going to say? It's a penalty. We've got one. Okay. I think that was a little bit, maybe a little bit harsh from where I was looking. But Jorginho's going to take, he's got a pretty good record this season. And he keeps up that good record. Sends to Shaken the wrong way. I thought he'd missed that. But he manages to get it in. And we've got 2 away goals, despite playing not particularly well from an attacking point of view. Good penalty from Jorginho. Job looking very good. And we're coming forwards again. Can we get a third? Pulisic is in behind. He's going to look up, and he's been tackled by Roberto, but he's got it back. Flicks it across to Ziyech. It was another good opportunity. Ter Stegen this time makes the save. We're being a bit more attacking in this second half. Corner in from Messi though for Barcelona. Can they grab a second? It's, well, I think it hit the bar. I don't think Mendy got a touch to it, but Tomori managed to get it away. Is there going to be a final chance for either of these sides? Mendy clears it to Kante, and we are... They've got plenty of players back, but we are very good on the counter. Abraham and Mount, 2 substitutes combining. It's gone back to Ziyech, who flicks it over for Tammy Abraham, and I thought he'd scored. That was a lovely, lovely pass from Ziyech. Once again, Tammy can't find the target. But I don't think it's going to matter too much, at least as far as this game is concerned. Another goal would have been nice. We don't get one. A 2-1 win at the Nou Camp. 2 away goals. Very nice indeed. And actually, after a pretty poor first half, second half, we were incredibly good. Quite a few opportunities. Barcelona didn't really do all that much beyond that one set piece chance, really. And we come away with a very big advantage heading back to Stamford Bridge in a few weeks' time. Apparently the media think we were fortunate to beat Barcelona. I think overall, in the whole 90 minutes, I don't think we were. Certainly very good that we did, whether it was fortunate or not. Depay is injured for 3 weeks with his thigh strain. It's a good job we took him off when we did. Obviously disappointing given that since coming in, he has been in pretty electric form. 5 goals, 1 assist in the Premier League alone. Obviously disappointing, but what games are we going to be missing him for? 3 weeks. He should maybe be back for the second. I think he will be back for the second leg, but he's going to miss these 3 Premier League games, which against West Brom, Brighton and Southampton, you would think that we'd be able to win those, and Christian Pulisic is more than good enough as a deputy. So there we are then, second in the Premier League, just 3 points behind Liverpool. Excellent stuff. Callum Wilson has come out of nowhere, and he's gone level on goals with Timo Werner, but then it's Callum Wilson we're talking about. He's the ultimate football manager king. And then that excellent win against Barcelona as well. 2 very good performances, and we are going to be back next time, of course, for the second leg at Stamford Bridge. We've got the advantage, 2 away goals. Can we make it into the Champions League quarter-final? I mean, the odds are definitely going to be in our favour at the moment. And I think along with that one, we will probably play Sheffield United. Let's get some revenge after that frankly disgusting FA Cup extra time win that they had. So there we are then. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss what happens in the second leg. I mean, we could beat Barcelona, and that's always fun. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.